Hey, what's up guys? I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm back, and today I want to talk about my ideal Sonic game. This video will cover all facets of the game, such as level design, control, plot, and aesthetics. I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comment section below. So, without further ado, let's begin. So to start off, I want to talk about level design. My ideal Sonic game will have level design akin to Spark the Electric Gesture 2. That game to me has the perfect balance of openness and linearity, which to me, no Sonic game has ever balanced effectively. It's either one or the other. The reason that I believe Sonic would benefit from level design like that is because it would promote the use of advanced mechanics and techniques, which in turn will make the game more replayable due to the skill ceiling being very high. And the high skill ceiling is something I want from Sonic, because a game that's too linear and easy, a la Sonic Forces, will be incredibly boring to play. And the more skill the game requires, the more replayability and longevity it has. That's kind of why Sonic Adventure 2 was so replayable. Those levels require a good amount of skill, same with Sonic Unleashed. But speaking of those two games, I wouldn't mind if the game even is designed like Adventure 2 or Unleashed, because those games, even though they're from different gameplay styles, they still have very similar level structure. You know, they have a linear path with some shortcuts and routes sprinkled in, and that was also pretty good for Sonic. So if it's not Spark the Electric Gesture 2 amounts of open, then it would be cool if it's Adventure 2 and Unleashed based, because those games have a lot of adrenaline pumping action. I also want the levels to actually challenge the player. I'm sick and tired of all these Sonic games recently being so easy. Lost World, easy. Forces, child's play. Even games like Generations and Colors were on the more easier side. I want Sonic to challenge the player, because challenge is what makes games fun, and without challenge, what's the point of playing? The next thing I want to talk about is the controls. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but one thing is for certain, and that is that I definitely want there to be a physics system for the Sonic's control. Physics gives Sonic's movement a depth and variety that most games simply don't have, and as seen with Adventure 1 and the classics, a physics-based movement system is extremely fun and addicting. But besides that, Sonic of course must be fast, and if there are multiple moves like in Sonic Adventure 2, I would definitely want them to be on separate buttons so we don't have the control issues that game had. I would also want for them to do away mostly with automation. I understand if you want to automate for a set piece, because Sonic set pieces are what makes those games so memorable, like running down the building and whatnot, but when it comes to just going through loops and all that, I really believe that it should just be given control to the player, because automation just gets rid of player agency, and without player agency, what's the point of replaying it if the game just plays for you? Next up is plot, and if you watched any of my earlier videos, and this won't come as a surprise, but I want Sonic to return to the tone of the adventure titles, where there were actual stakes, drama, and emotional moments. The current plots are not very good. They lack the character, mood, and heart that made the earlier game plots so memorable, and beyond that, humor is supposed to be organic, and the humor in the recent Sonic games is forced, to say the least. So in my ideal Sonic game, it would not be written as the current games are trying to be comedies. Sonic is supposed to be a more action shonen type things, and the comedy comes from just the the back and forth with the characters, organic, as I said before, not baldy nose hair, because it's just not funny. I don't care what anybody says. I would also want for the Chaos Emeralds to return. For some reason they've been strangely absent since, I would say, Generations, like in the story, so please bring those back. And it is really jarring, because in Forces you would think that they would be brought back, because Forces was a very dire situation, but just bring back the Chaos Emeralds, and that would be cool. Also, give characters the actual character arc or character development like that were in the adventure titles, like from Tails becoming more independent, Amy becoming more independent, stuff like that, because that is what gives a lot of heart to the original adventure titles, and even some of the more modern games, so bring that back as well. And finally, we come to visuals. And for visuals, I want them to do away with the minimalist art style of Forces and Lost World. It's ugly, and in my opinion does not fit Sonic. My ideal art style would be a mix between realism and abstractness. I believe that Sonic needs to be stylized, because of course Sonic is a stylish character. Some games that I feel have a good art style are of course the adventure titles, CD, Sonic & Knuckles, Unleashed, and Riders. And when it comes to character models, I'm only going to be speaking for Sonic here, but when it comes to character models, I want him to be on the more lankier side, because I feel like when he's more lanky with longer limbs, he could do more dynamic poses and show more of his characteristics there and more of his personality. This is most easily seen in games like Sonic Riders and Adventure 1 with the very stylized art style. But to be honest, anything is better than that really awful, horrible, classic modern hybrid model that we got in Sonic Forces, where he's modern Sonic, but They make him look all short and stubby, which is not a good look for him, in my opinion. Also, make him a darker shade of blue. I don't like him light. I think he looks cooler with the darker shade of blue. And with that being said, now it's time for some miscellaneous wants. I would want a more stricter ranking system because games like Sonic Forces and Sonic Generations, they just give out S ranks, and that's just not fun. You know, I want to earn it. I want to, you know, actually have to work hard and learn the mechanics and the level design in order to get the S ranks. So please give us a tougher ranking system. That would be for my ideal Sonic game. Another thing would be to bring back hub worlds. I mean, you know, I actually liked hub worlds in Sonic Adventure and Sonic 06 even, because, you know, it really gives you that feeling of adventure. I love walking around and talking to all the townspeople and stuff. It was very entertaining, you know, so I wish they would bring that back. Also, they need to bring back playable characters, like fully like playable characters, not, you know, because Shadow was just a swap of Sonic, but I want them to actually have different abilities and all that, because that was cool. Being able to fly with Knuckles, glide with Knuckles, my bad, fly with Tails, climb on walls with Knuckles, you know. I like the fact that all the characters had things that differentiate them from Sonic, so bring back playable characters and have them actually have different abilities. Also, no classic Sonic in like current games anymore. I'm tired of seeing him. If you're gonna put, you know, classic Sonic in a game, have him be in his own game, because it's unnecessary. It's really unnecessary, and no more nostalgia. We need just fully original games. All right, and that's pretty much it for my ideal Sonic game. So that was my ideal Sonic game. Now keep in mind, you know, I probably could have went a bit more in depth, and if you guys would like me to see a more in depth, like fully deep dive, you know, thoughts on what my ideal Sonic game would be, then let me know in the comment section below. But that was pretty much the cliff notes. You know, I want just good level design, open level design that still has a sense of direction. You know, it's linear but with you know, alternating pathways, because I feel like if you go too open, you might as well just make a Metroidvania or open world game or something like that. I want a plot with actual stakes, you know, akin to Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, you know, good plots. I would like, you know, the visuals to be realistic but with that hint of abstraction to give Sonic his, you know, his identity. And, you know, no classic Sonic, no more nostalgia, fully original game, yada yada yada. You probably heard that one a few times before if you watch Sonic content. But besides that, that's all I got for today. What do you guys think? What would your ideal Sonic game be? So, you know, I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. And without further ado, see you guys next time. Peace.